We're going to do some Louisiana Misfit chips.
Are you calling people from Louisiana misfits?
No. Why am I calling them Misfits chips? Because the potatoes I'm using I got from my Misfits market box, which, as we know, are the not so pretty or the not so big or the too small or the little potatoes that I had here in the house. So I didn't have to run out and go buy potatoes. And so we're going to make some chips out of them. Going to season them. Pork Mafia is in the house. Louisiana Bayou rub. This is what's going to season our potato chips. Hats off to Phil Wingo out of Chicago. That's him. Pork Mafia. Check it out. You can buy these rubs. You know, they're not just for commercial use. He's got them in shaker jars. They're really awesome. So yeah, that's what we're going to do today. A couple of steps. Really easy. You know, I'm really excited to be making this finally. And of course, Lynn can't say the word fried chicken sandwich without drooling. And who is this Lynn?
Seems to be a problem I have.
This Lynn is the producer, the camera woman in The Wind Beneath My Wings, who makes it kind of look like I know what I'm doing, I guess. So that is Lynn. I'm going to turn my phone off, and we're going to get started. So this recipe requires that you marinate the chicken. So you could do it 2 hours at room temperature, just leave it out on the counter, or you can do it the night before in the refrigerator. That is exactly what I've done, and I'll show you what I did to make this. All right, we're going to make it in this bowl. So I've got 2 more chicken breasts right here. That's what we're going to marinate, and I guess Lynn and I are going to have fried chicken sandwiches again tomorrow. That is not such a bad thing. All right, so in my bowl, I am going to whisk together the buttermilk. So we've got 2 cups buttermilk. That is going in the bowl. What's really cool about this recipe is this is going to be our marinade for the chicken overnight. After we take the chicken out, now we normally don't do this, but because we're going to be frying the chicken, we're actually going to use this marinade as the batter. We're going to add flour to it, and it's going to become our batter for when we fry the chicken. Very cool. I like it. So we got the buttermilk, and that was 2 cups. I have got half a cup of hot sauce. I'm using Cholula hot sauce. That's going in our buttermilk. Get a little swirl around.
I'm a little worried about the Cholula.
You know, it's going to be spicy. It's a spicy chicken sandwich. Lynn is not a big fan of spice. Good thing we have leftover Chinese food.
Is that chicken sandwich spicy?
Yes. It is a Popeye spicy chicken sandwich.
Yeah, I missed that part.
All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to do something to the chicken first before we dunk it in here. I also want to add a nice pinch of salt to this also.
As you're salting, you've got Nino. He said, hey, buddy.
What's up, Nino?
We've got Tony Lalani here in NEPA.
What's up? What's up, Tony?
I see Jay Judge out there, so hey, Jay.
Fantastic. All right, so
Carolyn's out there. Hi, Carolyn.
Hey, Carolyn. Here's what I'm going to do. I've got my 2 chicken breasts here. I cleaned them up. I trimmed them of all the nasty bits, right? So they're ready, kind of ready to go. 2 chicken breasts. I'm going to use a pair of kitchen shears, and I'm just going to snip a couple of maybe 1 inch, 1.5 inch cuts in them, because this is going to really benefit when we go to fry these. It's going to give us a lot of texture, and it's also going to let the marinade penetrate. So I'm just, like I said, just a couple, 1 or 2. You don't want to cut through, you know, you just want to do a couple random cuts in it like that. Beautiful. All right, these are going in our marinade.
Yeah, I come back over here again.
And these I'm going to marinate again overnight. Putting on the cover. Burp it.
That's it?
That's it. It's going in the fridge.
Are you done already?
That's it.
Now we're making chicken?
Now we're making chicken. All right. So, through the magic of television, we've got chicken. So this has again been marinating overnight. I'm going to take this off. It's a beautiful thing. That is a beautiful thing. So what I'm going to do, because now we're at the, let's see. Let me get to the right spot here. All right, first thing I want to do is I want to take my chicken out of the marinade. We're going to kind of pat them dry. I'm going to put on a pair of gloves to do this because this is going to get a little messy. All right. Here we've got our chicken. Just want to, wipe off some of that excess marinade. Just like so. And I'm going to put them right on a sizzle platter.
We've got Kevin with us tonight as well. Dave.
What's up, Kevin?
He goes, yeah. I'm not sure whether or not Dave missed this or not. He goes, Dave asked, "What are you making tonight?"
I am making that chicken sandwich, that spicy chicken sandwich that created all that hullabaloo a couple months ago.
And we've got
Seems like forever ago, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dan Martin says it's going to be tasty. Luckily for Jonathan Taub, and I'm hoping this is what he means by this, he goes, "I'm on a fried chicken diet as of yesterday." So sounds
Fantastic.
like
Perfect timing.
yes.
All right. So, got a cup and a half of flour. Yes?
All right. I just wanted to finish off with Perry Creamy. Hey,
Okay.
Perry.
Hi, Perry. Cup and a half of flour, Perry. Going in a bowl. All right. Cup and a half of flour. We are adding cornstarch. This is a 1/4 cup of cornstarch. Yes, sir. And some baking powder, about a tablespoon. That's in. We're going to blend this well. Make sure it's mixed well. Nice. And to that, we are going to add the marinade from our chicken. I'm going to slowly add it, whisk it in. We're basically making, we want it to have the consistency of like a pancake batter. If you need to add some water to it, we can go ahead and do that. Let's see. Let's see what we get from this. We need to add a lot of water to this to make it a pancake batter. So I'm going to get a little bit of water.
My pancake batter's kind of in that space.
Hey, really?
Yeah, don't add much.
Okay. It looks really thick.
Yes.
I think pancake batter, I think, you know, like it's pourable.
It's pourable. A little gloppy pourable.
All right. Gonna go with my intuition, and I'm gonna add a little bit more because it looks a little gummy. All right. You can always add more flour. If you go too far the other way, you can always add more flour. Now we're getting to a consistency that I'm familiar with here. All right, so there is our batter, and it smells really awesome.
Spicy?
It smells really awesome.
Arm's getting tired.
All right. All right, so that looks good to me. Beautiful. I'm gonna move this over to the stove. am going to get another little container. All right. So, I want to dust the chicken with some flour. I'm going to do that right on the sizzle platter. How about that? So I want to dust the chicken with flour. On both sides.
What does this do?
This is going to help with the crispiness of our chicken.
Do you put another layer of stuff on top of that?
You'll see.
Alright.
Patience, grasshopper.
I'm so excited though.
I just want to make sure it's nice and coated. Nice dusting. I'm going to dry it off just a little bit. Okay, so we've got that. We've got a towel. Now, I think we're going to dunk. Here we go. So at this point, we've got the flour on. We're going to go ahead and dunk our chicken into the batter. Oh yeah, look at that. Whew. This is a thick batter.
Tony Villani said spackle consistency.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
That's going to be awesome. Look at that.
All right, so now we're going to do another dusting of flour, and then we're going into our oil. So you'll have to meet me over at the stove.
And Jamie Parisi just got home from work, and he said, what do you miss? Starting off with
everything.
What are you making?
I am making that chicken sandwich, that fried chicken sandwich. So I'm shaking off the excess.
I'm going to say that, Jamie, you're going to have to go back and rewatch the video.
Yeah, I don't know if it's in the title. Did that work?
Yeah, just sometimes when the video's out there live,
Yeah.
it's hard to see the title.
All right, let me just rinse off my tongs a little bit.
There's our kitchen. Yeah, here's rinsing.
And now I'm going to dust once again with the flour, again helping with the crisp.
I was wondering how it got crispy. Now I can see it. Because you always get that, like that, it all puffs up.
Uh-huh. So it's definitely going to puff up. Oop. It's some slippery stuff. All right. Nice, like double battered. All right, that looks awesome.
It really does.
All right. So we got our oil at 375.
Is it already there?
I'm going to put it up just a little bit. Yep, it's at 360. So I'm going to put up a little bit. Meet me over at the stove.
Kevin mentioned that rice flour makes it even more crispy.
Yes, rice flour does make things pretty crispy. But this recipe calls for cornstarch, regular flour. It's going to be super crispy. I'm pretty happy with this recipe so far.
Can't wait to taste it. Sabrina says, hey, yay, can't wait to eat meat again so I can make this. So, Sabrina, you've got like 2.5 more weeks.
All right, let's get this cranking. My tongs back out. I am very excited.
And Patty Wap was saying, hey, I marinate my chicken with barbecue sauce and hot sauce, then just dip it in salt and pepper next time she's trying this way.
Nice. I love the fact that that marinade doesn't go to waste, that it becomes the batter. I really like that. You know, it becomes a double use.
I think we're just looking over here in the corner. Really? Yeah, how long have we been looking at the corner?
I don't know.
Possibly.
That's your department. All right.
Actually, we were looking at the cabinet. It looked fine where I was standing, but there we go.
All right, we're at 370, so I'm putting it in. I'm gonna drop it in slowly. I want that batter to kind of set up a little bit. And one thing about that chicken sandwich that you get in the drive-thru is the first thing I notice is how big it is. And this is gonna be definitely that. Nice. I'm looking for this to be nice and gnarly. Turn that down a little bit. It's over at 380. Alright, so we're going to let this cook for about 6-8 minutes. Something like that. And in the meantime,
we're going to cut potatoes.
We got to go back to the cutting board.
We've got Mary McRae just tuned in. What oil are you using?
Recipe calls for peanut oil. Alright, here we go. Putting on the old Michael Jackson glove.
And
I've got 4 little potatoes in here.
And they are little.
I told you they're little and they're flat. Not the perfect chip potatoes, but hey, we're making misfit potatoes. And I've got my mandolin, as you can see.
You're doing something fancy by putting it over a bucket of water?
Yeah, I want to put them into the water so it takes some of the starch away. And being very careful. Let me just see how thick we are, because we want chips. That's actually a little thick, so I'm going to lower it down.
And we've got Melissa Cornea. She said, "Ooh, that looks amazing." All right.
I'm sure I'm doing them thin now. Yeah, I can go a little bit thinner, actually.
Kevin said, "Oh boy, so many bad mandolin cuts in my past."
Oh yeah.
Which is why he's got a glove.
Yep. After a couple, I was not shamed. There's no shame in wearing a cut-proof glove.
And Chris Creech said, "That's going to be good."
All right, so that's a much better chip. And once I got the size, we're just going to go whack at it.
Here are my little chips.
So you want to do that, palm, hold it down with your palm. And once you get to the end, just real slow down, let the mandolin do its work. Beautiful. Turn it around so you can get some even slices. It starts to go on the bias, which is not a bad thing in this case, because it's going to make the chips bigger.
Can I leave you and you slice? I'm going to go look at the chicken.
Sure.
Alright.
I'll be over there in a minute.
Yes. I just needed to show him. Seriously. Look at that stuff.
Get over there and
It looks
flip it around.
incredible.
Oh my God! Look at the size of these things.
That's insane.
Hey, I got a lot of batter on there, so
That's pretty cool.
my first time making it. Maybe I'll do, like I said, if that batter was a little thinner, it wouldn't be as thick. But hey, it's not going to be bad. Ooh, in the water.
Is that your last potato?
That's it.
Alright.
Alright, so we've got our potatoes in the water. You could do this ahead of time. Let them soak a little bit. Really just want to whisk some of that starch away. We're not going to have time to do that. So I'm just going to give them a nice spin around. I want to check the temperature of my chicken with my handy dandy thermometer. Let's see where we're at.
Can you come over there and join you?
Sure. All right, it's about 100 degrees. I'm just going to keep flipping them over. I think the 375 that was on this recipe seems a little bit high.
What do we have to get to?
I want to be about 160, 165. So we got quite a while to go. So I'm going to turn this down. See where the oil's at. Looks pretty awesome, actually.
Oh, that's lovely.
And what's cool about it is there's no preservatives or chemicals, right? We know exactly what's in this chicken sandwich.
Crispy goodness.
Anybody knows of another fry thermometer or candy thermometer that does a better job than this? I spent all day picking it up. Nice. Beauty. Just gonna let that go. It's got a little time. Those are hot. Don't eat them.
Okay.
See? All day long. Picking it up, putting it down. I pick things up, I put them down. All day.
You're really good at it.
I am good at it. All right. So let's do this in the meantime. Let's toast the bun. So for this recipe, you want to use brioche. They toast up really nice. And there's 2 brioche buns. This is going to be comical. Those big pieces of chicken on these little buns, but hey. So I'm going to separate the buns. I am going to got some softened butter here. Gonna butter these up. So
Melissa just said it's a far cry from a McChicken.
sure is.
And Tony said, hey, no MSG in yours.
Right, no preservatives. All right, a little heat on the pan here. You can certainly do this in a toaster oven or do it in the oven. And just like making grilled cheese, you're just going to put a nice little toast on them. Just like that.
We're not going to stay with this pan. Oops, I just got oil.
Splattered?
Yeah. I got splattered. I took the camera. I'm not going to stay over here. Just stands all the time.
All right. I'm happy with whatever you're doing. All right. So, what are we going to put on our chicken sandwich?
Ketchup.
No.
Mayonnaise.
I've got pickles. Very key part of that. Nice thick dill pickles. I've got some lettuce. You can put it on or not. I haven't decided yet, but I got it anyway. We're putting on some Chipotle mayonnaise. So what I do is can of Chipotle and adobo. They're really hot because it's smoked jalapeno peppers in a red adobo sauce. If you take some of these out, you mix them with mayonnaise, good old Duke's.
You're not supposed to turn the can.
You mix it up. You're going to get some spicy mayo, and that's exactly what I got here. Delicious.
Kevin's got some suggestions on thermometers.
All right, why don't you message me, Kevin? Send them to me.
Here. Here.
All right.
We coming over?
I'm going to check. These are, like I said, the oil temperature that was on the recipe seems to be a little high because these are a lot darker than I would like them to be. All right, these are coming off. I mean, that's really dark. Too dark for me.
I think it'll still taste good.
Oh, it'll taste good. Let's check this one. Yep, good. So those are done. Now, let's get our, while those are cooling, I'm going to drain our potato chips.
Doing anything special to drain them?
No?
Nope. Oh, that's our backyard.
Just draining them off.
Alright. I'm back to go look at the chicken again.
Now, let's check the oil. Alright, so you want to kind of chip them in. If you put them in like in a big handful, you're going to, they'll stick together. And what you're doing is you're cooking out the moisture from the potatoes.
And Pete Romano asked, hey, when can we order a shirt?
I gotta put a list together of the people that are interested, and if we get, enough interest, we can order, put in an order with the shirt. We put in a preliminary order, so not a whole ton of them, but hey, if people want them, I'll certainly get them.
Yeah, so where I ran into problems is that with the short orders,
Yeah,
they cost a lot more.
yeah,
The more we order,
right. The more they order, the cheaper they are.
yep.
So.
Hey,
Guess what?
we have
Give me
more.
2 more buns.
We have more buns.
So funny. All right, we've got these in. I'm gonna stir them around a little bit, and you can see all those bubbles. It's crazy.
It's kind of glowing, so
Yep.
it's hard to see.
See, we have mistakes and we have failures. We have success.
Luckily, we've got more buns.
Luckily, we've got more buns. Let's try that one. Eric toasts buns in a pan. Take 2. Take a little shortcut. We're going to do our ghee spray. Pardon me. Those are going in a pan. No heat on there. All right, let's try that again. Nice quick toast. Come back to our chips. So with potato chips, so easy to do. You're going to know when they're ready because you're going to start hearing them when they hit each other. That you'll be able to hear that they're crispy. So it's pretty cool. I used to make these in my hot dog restaurant. Amazing hot dog. They were a big, big hit. So you can see that the moisture is coming out of the chips by the bubbles. There we go. That easy. Toasted buns.
Oh wow, they're already done.
Uh-huh. Thank God.
Plenty of time.
All right.
I'm gonna come over and look at the bun.
Mmm.
Nice.
All right. We got the bottom, we got the top. Beautiful. Nice. It's been a while since I made potato chips, honey.
I know. I did mention them a few weeks ago when we saw the Ugly's potato chips that you got.
Right. All right. This chicken sandwich. Again, I'm not happy with the color of these. I would definitely cook them next time at a lower temperature, not 375. But the crust is crispy. I'm for sure.
How's it taste?
Tastes great. That's just the batter.
Mm-hmm.
Not too spicy.
Good.
You'll be happy to know.
Very.
All right, so typically you just go like that.
Yeah. And why wouldn't we do that?
I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna get my mouth around it. I guess that one will be mine.
That's yours.
All right. So here we go. Now, first thing we're gonna put on here are pickles.
Kevin Ramos says good stuff.
Actually, I'll glue the pickles down with a little spicy mayo. I'm gonna put the toppings on the top bun. All right. Always, of course, keeping an eye on my chips. I can hear them. Now you can see they got much lighter. They're starting to puff up. Take a look at that. They're starting to get brown. See this one right here is like it's puppy. All right, getting there. And just like most things, when they start to brown, then you really got to watch them because they will brown very quickly.
I love that you were able to do all of this in this pot rather than having to have a fryer.
Yeah. Well, you know, I got better control of the heat with this pot. You know, when I do it in a pot on the stove, those electric fryers, they have a recovery time that's pretty brutal. So, and you can start to hear them that they're getting crispy. All right. How about some lettuce?
Sure.
A little bit of lettuce. This is going to be a very funny bite. Okay?
I am so looking forward to that.
I'm going to put a little bit more sauce on my chicken. And you know what I've got here? I've got a little paprika.
Because you want yours a little
A
spicier?
little spicier. Yes. All right. Here we go. I'm going to flip it like this. And then I'm going to flip it like that. Oh my goodness gracious. Holy moly. Is that a big sandwich? Chips. Yeah, these chips are getting there. They're almost done. If you don't let them go all the way, you'll be disappointed because they're going to be soggy, or part of it will be soggy. And I recommend that you do peel the potatoes, and even if you're making French fries, if you cook them with the peel, then that peel takes a lot longer to get crispy, and it provides moisture, and your fries will get soggy really quickly. All right, these are almost there. Look at how nice brown color these are getting.
Kevin wants one.
All right.
Kevin, you're a little far away. You're going to have to make them yourself.
Wow, look at this chicken sandwich. Did we get a picture of that, honey?
I got a picture.
Would you like me to take a picture?
Would you like to? I was going to take a picture of you biting it.
Okay.
You can take a picture.
Oh, you know how much I love that, right?
You can take a picture of...
Well, you know what? Let me get the chips done.
All
All
right.
right, these chips are done. They're dark. You can do, extra dark, whatever you want to do.
Come over and look at them.
Yeah, so I'm putting them on paper towels just to get rid of some of that oil.
Is this a good color for chips?
Yeah, they could be lighter. You know, commercial chips tend to be lighter unless they're being sold as, extra dark.
Mm-hmm.
All right. me shut this down a little bit. I just want to get some of that oil off of them. I'm going to get my Pork Mafia Louisiana Bayou seasoning, and I'm going to take the paper towels off. So I want them to be able to move freely about the cabin. And in goes, or on goes, I should say, our Louisiana Bayou. Put them in, give them a toss. That's a little bit more. You know what? Whatever sticks, sticks. All right, let's go in for a test piece. Ready? Chips. Really good. Here we go. Little chips on the plate. Nice. Looking good. This is going to be good. Loving it. All right. Has come to the time of the evening where I feed the camera woman.
A very good time of evening.
How's that? Good? Mm-hmm. All right, guys. This is what we got. I am embarrassed to be taking a bite of this. Lynn, however, will be taking a picture of me. I think I need to go at the tail end because it's narrower. Look at that. Awesome. Let me take some of the batter off first. There we go. Pardon my, what do you call it?
Mouth?
Hot. You know what's really good? The batter is super crunchy, but it's tender, so I'm not tearing up the roof of my mouth. Chicken is really juicy. It's spicy, but not too spicy for Lynn. So half a cup of that hot sauce, I guess, was toned down by the buttermilk. Had a little bit of hot paprika in there. The even the chipotle mayo, I mixed it so it's not super blasting, and I think Lynn's going to really enjoy it. So anyway, that's what we've done.
Woo!
That chicken sandwich. What did we learn? Lower the temperature of the oil, take a little bit more time to fry it so it doesn't get so dark. Because when we first looked at it, it looked nice golden brown. That's what I'm looking for. GBD, golden brown, delicious. Certainly could, for me, if I was making it for just me, I could spice it up even more, make it hotter, do a habanero kind of thing, whatever, you know, floats your boat. The pickles are really key because that vinegar kind of counterbalances and cuts through the fat of the batter. And of course our chips, our Misfit chips with Pork Mafia, Louisiana Bayou. Check out Phil's stuff, it's really good. Anyway, so that being said, we are going to enjoy our dinner. I hope you do the same. Keep safe. And I say to you, be well, eat well, be kind.